What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to SVR 2006. The dead man keeps attacking people, but not me. We have to find out why. Let's continue, shall we? Oh, Booker T and Kurt Angle.
The fact that I'm even sharing a ring with this guy should give you some idea of how fed up I am with what's been going on around here. Booker T and I have never had much in common, but after what's happened here the last 2 weeks, I'd say we do now.
Hey, Kurt, I ain't never been your #1 fan neither, but you're right about one thing. These past couple of weeks, we've both been punked out by The Undertaker after our matches. So we're here to call out that sucker who's been sending the dead man after us and teach them both a lesson.
Me?
You heard the man. Taker, we're calling you out. And your little friend, too.
Little friend,
Putting
too.
your hands on an Olympic hero is something you just don't do. It's time you got what's coming to you.
You're saying I'm going to get got?
It's Eddie Guerrero! This is unexpected to say the least. What do you suppose is on his mind?
I have no idea, Cole. Angle and Booker came on here to call out the dead man, but instead they got some Latino heat. And they don't look too happy about it.
Whoa, hold on a minute, Essay. It sounds like you forgot that we've got a match tonight. Or maybe you didn't forget, eh, Vato? You're just using this whole Undertaker thing as an excuse to get out of your match with Latino heat.
That's a damn lie, and you know it, Eddie. I'll deal with you as soon as I take care of this. Just wait your turn.
You want me to wait my turn? Eddie Guerrero's not a patient man, Holmes. But I think I got an idea. How about I see if Undertaker's amigo wants to team up with me against you two pendejos tonight?
I got no idea what a pendejo is, but I bet I'm gonna wanna kick your ass when I find out. So you go find your boy, Eddie. We'll see you in the ring later tonight, sucker.
It is SmackDown after all, and the tag team match playa. That's what we do here on SmackDown. Booker and Kurt versus me and Eddie. Sure, why not? Meanwhile, Taker and The Big Show beat Orlando Jordan and Doug Basham. Okay. I'm not sure why I can still select to have Tori at ringside, even though I didn't actually beat JBL for that whole thing. But hey, why not? And so I welcome you to a Tuesday here on the program, and I am running ever so late today because when you play so many video games in the modern day, sometimes you forget that old PS2 games do not save automatically. So I obviously beat Kurt Angle in a long and grueling match yesterday, and then said, alright, I'm good, video's done, and I didn't save the game. And then so imagine my surprise when I sat down this morning and booted it up, and it's like, no, you gotta fight Kurt again, and I'm like, I gotta fight Kurt again. So yes, another long and grueling match off camera here, and beating Kurt in that submission match again, and that was just put my whole morning back about by 20 minutes, and that's not cool. But here we are, it's Tuesday, let's go. And so before I get into Monday Night Raw, the biggest news right now as of this morning, or I guess last night or whatever, is that some talent, not NXT talent, not main roster talent, but talent under contract has tested positive for coronavirus, COVID-19, and they're all freaking out now, and their taping that was supposed to happen tonight has been pushed back a little bit because everyone now has to get tested, and man, does that make them look extra foolish for bringing in old man Ric Flair on Raw last night. Want to talk high risk, lifetime alcoholic Ric Flair last night, and yeah, that's gonna be potentially devastating to any potential bookings in the near term if anybody else tests positive for the virus. And does anybody actually trust WWE doctors after the whole CM Punk thing, after that whole lawsuit. Like, I wouldn't, but that's just me. So that's going to be a mess, and we'll see how that impacts things here moving forward in the immediate future for their booking plans if anybody else ends up testing positive. And as a reminder, this is the second time. First time happened back in April where they had an on-camera but non-wrestling talent tested positive, and that kind of went, alright, it just kind of went away, and they were isolated, and it was fine. But the fact that they've been kind of the only thing going here between them and AEW, and they haven't had anything major happen. There was that one guy in UFC, but besides that, no other major, like, serious outbreaks have happened. They've been extraordinarily lucky, all things considered, with the virus. But, man, just, you're playing with fire. When I am ready to pin the legal participant in this match, I will hit L up, and they will attack the tag team partner, and hopefully all will go according to plan. Can you dig that, Booker T? So, let's get into Monday Night Raw from last night. I guess the first of the Bruce Pritchard era Raws, I suppose. That's kind of the first one of those since that news broke, etc., etc. So, Spinneroonie on what's happening. Get in there, Eddie. Go attack the opponent. Yes, go attack Kurt Angle. Make that happen. Please. Would you please? Tag team matches are constantly chaos. But last night, Christian was in... I didn't say attack Booker. I said, alright, sure. Double team maneuver. I'll take that. But last night, Christian in the building. And Randy Orton in the building. And Randy's like, I know what you want, Christian. I know you want one more match. And so he challenged him to an unsanctioned match. Kurt Angle, get out of the ring. You don't need to be here. This is all, yeah, referee, do your job. No face, the right guy. This is nonsense. I don't like tag team matches. Playa, in video games, they are a nightmare. But we're doing it, so we don't have a choice in the matter. Now, do we? Up. Alright, yeah, go get Kurt Angle. Go get... Sure. That worked somewhat well. Okay, what's happening here now? Alright, yeah, you guys want to hang out on the outside? I will taunt and get meter and do whatever. So, that was the roll-up, the main event, right? And we'll get into that here momentarily as this thing continues to fall apart. Reverse! There we go. Uh-huh. I'm going to bring in Eddie here. Get Kurt. Hit the pinfall. A 1. A 2. A 2 count. A 2 count. That was perfectly executed to perfection. And perfection didn't work. So, Kevin Owens beat Angel Garza. Good for him. We have additional dissension among the ranks with Garza and Andrade. So that continues to be a story on Monday Night Raw. I shouldn't have done a Spinneroonie there. That was my bad. Things happen, man. Things happen. What you gonna do when Booker T scoop slams you? Lashley, MVP, and Lana. Lashley wants a divorce. Finally. Get that whole storyline and finish that whole thing, please. And thank you. Because Lashley was mad about what happened at Backlash on Sunday night. German suplex. And get in here, Eddie. Help me out. Help me out, bro. I'm in the ankle lock. He's making my ankle hurt. Get him. Punch him. Do a thing. Bro, help. Help. Tope con hilo yourself in here, because I'm getting double teamed, and it ain't cool. The Viking Raiders, and the Street Profits, and the Ninjas happened again. The less said about this, the better. However, having Samoa Joe essentially explain how he handled the Ninjas in TNA was amazing. Love it. Just long-term continuity, somehow, some way, was great. Was great. So I enjoy that part of the show quite a bit. Now, the Ninjas got caught in a squash match, but here's the big ninja. And how do you combat a big ninja, well, the Big Show. So, Big Show back here for reasons unknown, just to be friends with the Prophets and want to fight the big ninja. Man, I don't know. One funny thing, though, on this show was that Christian backstage on the phone, right, in the office. And usually there is something on the office wall that they are promoting, right? And generally, it would have been the current wrestling video game. But no, on the wall, there was a poster for 2K19. Even they know they don't want to promote 2K20 on the wall in the background. That's really good. I laughed really hard on that. Now then, the continuation of Seth Rollins and Dominic and one Rey Mysterio. Dominic got in there. He made it happen, right? And got out. So he got in, got his attack on Seth, and got out. I still think this is going to end up with Dominic joining that faction with Seth Rollins. I still think he's going to be persuaded by the Monday Night Messiah, but I could be wrong. But right now, he got in his shot there, while Rey will be on the show next week to deal with Seth Rollins. During this show, they also booked MVP and Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre and R-Truth, and somehow it ended up being a winner-take-all match, and then somehow it ended up being actually only Drew's titles on the line here in this tag team match play. What in the blue hell are we doing? Holla holla. Stop in one hole and walk in a drop. But never fear, they won that match, and Drew is still your WWE champion. So, good times there. Now, also, MVP approached one Apollo Crews. Wants to manage him. Apollo's like, nah, I'm good. But in his match against Shelton Benjamin, Apollo used the ropes. So, sowing the seeds there, with Apollo perhaps turning heel and joining MVP as his manager, as I get German suplex, and my head is in the red. Help me out. Help me out, Eddie. Alright, a 1 count. I'll take a 1 count. Kurt Angle has a finisher, but he's on the outside now, saying it's true. It's damn true. Meanwhile, I am breaking the freaking neck there of, yeah, there we go, Eddie. There we go. No! I'm gonna get Angle slammed if I'm not careful. And I suplex the referee for reasons even beyond my understanding. That is what it is. Fall away slam! Reza Ramon on Kurt Angle. Book, would you stop being Book for a hot second? Because I'm trying to win this tag team match play-off, and it is absolute chaos. You had Sasha and Bayley and the Iconics out there for a promo, and challenge accepted. They will defend those titles next week on Raw for that, after defending those titles on Wednesday against Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox, I do believe. Eddie, get in here and help me out. I could really use it. Yes. Seriously. There we go. Back. Body drop on Booker T. It is what it continues. No! Book! I mean, look, Book. All fun and games till someone gets a bookend, and I prefer that to not be me, if at all possible. Do a move! Stop reversing everything that I do. Mr. Booker T, can you dig that? I can't even get in a single grapple here. Not one. Not one. He can't either. It's a stalemate. It's an absolute... The amount of reversals, side Russian leg sweep here, have been absolutely glorious. On the low blow. And there's Kurt Angle. Eddie, a little help, please. A little bit of help. And we had Nia versus Asuka again. And the distraction from Nia pushing over the official. And then guess who gets the pinfall and wins the match? It's Asuka. So I guess building towards Extreme Rules between those two. Would not surprise me. This game, by the way, is on normal. Normal. And I can't put away Booker T. And can't even get in a grapple against Booker T. It is staggering. Staggering. Okay, that was something. And I'm just out of it here because of the nature of the weirdness. And the main event was indeed Randy Orton versus Christian. Now, Ric Flair came out, and you can't turn your back on the Nature Boy because he's the dirtiest player in the game. He low blows Christian and then lets Randy Orton do the punt, and thankfully, creative camera work took care of that, so he didn't actually get the punt there because I don't think Christian's actually cleared to compete. Now, I could be wrong because for a long time, Daniel Bryan was not cleared to compete. So that could change. Perhaps we'll see Extreme Rules between Randy Orton and Christian. I doubt it, but you never know. I would love to tag out here to Eddie, who is fresh. I would love, love, love that. Yes! Tori! Doing some work. Doing some work. I'll make you tap, Booker T. I'll make you tap. Kurt Angle, of course. Eddie, help me. That's all I'm asking. Busted him open. 1, 2. Oh my god, a 2 count. Kurt, what are you doing? Can I tag in Eddie? How do I tag in Eddie? Not doing the hoe train. Alright, Eddie is fresh. If Eddie can't win this match, then I don't know what to even tell you here. So, hopefully, Eddie will handle this as a, come on, Eddie is fresh and Booker T is winning, who is now bleeding. I don't get it. So yeah, that was the whole main event there with Christian and Randy Orton. It was just, hey, low blow, and then you got the punt, and then that was, the, getting the, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do it. But I enjoyed that quite a bit. Latino Heat, get in there. You have a finisher. Eddie, hit your finisher. I'm going to go hit Kurt Angle here. Eddie, I was going to help you with a count-out victory. Get back in the ring. This is all just nonsense, man. It really is. If we can get Eddie back in the ring, then we'll be good here. Yes. Back in. Yes, Tori. Paying dividends. Having a diva at ringside. Absolutely glorious. 7. 8. 9. 10. And we win by count out. I'll take it.
You're my ticket to the WWE title.
Oh no! Eddie has the urn.
Eddie! You back here?
Eli?
Did you see that? The Undertaker didn't show up in our match tonight. I was starting to think I was cursed or something, but Eddie, what have you got behind your back?
Me? What are you talking about, Holmes?
Come on, Eddie. You're known for 3 things, and I'm not worried about the lying or the cheating right now. What have you got in your hands?
The
other one, Eddie.
It.
Eddie, I'm starting to lose my patience here. You can either show me what you've got, or I'll find out for myself. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, well, it's the Undertaker's urn, Holmes. I found it a few weeks ago.
They say that whoever's got the urn controls the Undertaker. So you were responsible for all of the Undertaker's attacks lately. But why?
Come on, Holmes. Think about it. SmackDown's got no general manager. It's survival of the fittest around here, man. With the power of the Undertaker, Latino Heat's going all the way back to the top. And you can come along too and say, think about it. You, me, the dead man, we'd be unstoppable.
I don't know about this, Eddie.
Take your time and think about this, Holmes. Just give me your answer before No Mercy this Sunday. But I've got to warn you, ese vato. If you ain't with me, you're against me, Holmes.
Uh-oh. Eddie's got a point. The strong will survive here on SmackDown, and Taker's urn is the ultimate weapon. I'm gonna tell Eddie that I'm with him. I don't need Eddie or Taker. Make all the threats you want. I'm not gonna go along with this plan. That sounds like more matches to me. Yes, I can finally save the game this time. Good God Almighty. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos. See you next time. And I'm out.